Okay, now it's going to be the second part of the video. We're going to use a resource. It's called AutoCAD 2010 Tutor for Engineering Graphics. We're actually going to apply those concepts that we talked about in third angle projection, and we're going to apply those to an exercise that we call a tutorial, and it's called an orthographic block. As you can see, there's a nice isometric view on the left. There's a top view, a bottom view, and a right side view, similar to what we spoke of in the lecture on three views typically being adequate enough to graphically represent this part. Now the student's going to work through each one of these instructions, and first of all we're going to pull up AutoCAD 2010 on the computer. And that's the first thing that we need to do. And from there we're going to have the student's actually going to set up the AutoCAD environment to the specifications noted in the resource. Zoom out here a little bit so you can see something. Okay. Now, at this point the student's got a little bit of an idea of geometry, as I disclosed in the earlier assignment. The student has an aptitude now to draw lines. They draw squares, rectangles, and other pieces of geometric construction. What they had to know to be able to arrive at this third angle projection. So I'm going to have a student, Paul, if you can come over here and work this for me. We're going to have a student then work through this assignment. Okay. First of all, we need to get the overall shape. The purpose is using an isometric grid, construct the front, top, and right side views of the orthographic block using the third angle projection that we spoke of. So, Paul, we need to draw a box at the top. Well, actually, let's do the front view first, okay? Let's go ahead and draw the front view, which the box is going to be 2. Box is going to be 2 by 1.25 inches. Okay, so let's go. Let's put a line. 2 inches wide. Okay, about 1.25 high, and 2 again this way, and then hit C for close. Okay, so now we've got the front view, and as denoted in the PowerPoint, then we can go ahead and get the top view. The top view being, it'll have to still be, we're going to project some lines up here. It's going to be 2 inches. Okay, it'll have the same width as the front view, with the exception that this one is going to be 1 inch tall. 2 inches, and then it's going to close. Now you can get rid of your projection lines. Now we're going to look at going ahead and projecting over the box for the right side view. Now how do we do that? We're actually going to take a line from here, and we're going to take it at a 45-degree angle. Because if you project you project from the top to the 45-degree angle and back down, then you have a 90-degree projection. So let's grab one of their palm and bring it down to here. Now the relationship between the front and the right side view is going to be the height. And the relationship between the top and the right side view is going to be the depth. So we can actually, once we start this projection, we can actually now start projecting from the views that we already have established. Okay, so we can project from here and repeat the line down from here. Now we have the depth of that part by projecting it from the top view. Now we're going to look at the height of that part, and now we can start trimming. And fillet each one of those. Probably go ahead and trim the tops out too. Now we can trim the top. Well, maybe you need to erase them. Okay, because we have projected all of our views. And as you can tell, there was a relationship between each one of these views. This is what we call third angle projection. Okay? Now we go ahead and start adding our internal features. And then project those internal features also to other views, top and side. So this part actually is an angle from the front. I think it's a 1/2 inch. So we can offset 0.5 here to here. You can also offset 0.5 from the bottom here to here, and then we can use the fillet command. Okay, so now we can go ahead and project this point up to there. Trim the top and bottom. Now the funny thing about it is that this part has, if you turn this part across this hinge this way, you have a little fork. It's 25. There's a 1/2 inch too. Now, go ahead and fill it at that top. Go ahead and add a line at the top. So now we're going to project this to the top. So how did we do that? Well, we actually took our line off, didn't we, Paul? Go ahead and put our line back up there. We take a line from here and at 45 degrees. So we can project this to our top view. Okay, yeah, and trim that out. Okay, now we have the top representing the feature to the side, or we could have did it the opposite way too. We could have put them in here first and then brought them down this way. Okay. Now undo that, Paul. Undo it again. Now we're going to keep this projection line in here because there's one more internal feature that we need to add. But that gives you an idea of third angle projection, and that is the end of the video.